I genuinely think earbuds like this are becoming a huge problem for expensive audio brands right now. Because once you hear what these can do for this price, spending 2 or 3 times more suddenly feels a lot harder to justify. And honestly, I really wasn't expecting that. These are the SoundPEATS Air5 Pro. And no, they're not perfect. But after using them for a while, I completely understand why people are suddenly talking about these everywhere. Because this doesn't feel like good budget audio. This feels dangerously close to premium audio. And that's a massive difference. Usually when earbuds are cheap, there's always some obvious compromise. Weak ANC, cheap plastic, muddy sound, bad transparency mode, terrible battery life, laggy performance. Something always gives it away. But these honestly caught me off guard. The first thing that surprised me was the design. They genuinely don't feel cheap. The case has this clean minimal look, the earbuds feel solid, and overall, they look way more premium than I expected for the price. Honestly, if someone handed me these without telling me the price, I'd assume they cost way more. But obviously, good design doesn't really matter if the actual experience falls apart. Thankfully, that's not what happened here. The fit is surprisingly comfortable. Not too bulky. Not awkward. Not constantly falling out. They just fit naturally. And after wearing them during long YouTube sessions, music listening, casual gaming, and walking outside, I almost forgot I was wearing them. That already puts them ahead of a lot of budget earbuds. But the sound quality is where things got really interesting. Because these sound way better than I expected. The bass has energy without sounding muddy. Vocals sound clean. And overall, the tuning feels balanced instead of overly boosted and messy like a lot of cheaper earbuds right now. Music actually sounds exciting. Podcasts sound natural. Movies and YouTube videos feel surprisingly immersive. And honestly, for normal everyday users, I genuinely think most people wouldn't notice some massive difference between these and earbuds that cost way more. Which is honestly kinda crazy to say. Now let's talk about the ANC. Because this is usually where cheaper earbuds completely fall apart. But honestly, the ANC performance here genuinely shocked me. The moment I turned it on, background noise instantly dropped. Fan noise faded away. Street sounds became quieter. And distractions became far less noticeable once music started playing. And for a second, I genuinely forgot I was using budget earbuds. Now look. Are these beating Bose QC Ultras or AirPods Pro? No. Obviously not. Let's be realistic. But that's also not really the point. Because once you compare the actual price difference, these become very hard to ignore. And that's exactly what makes these earbuds dangerous. Because products like this are slowly making expensive earbuds harder to justify for normal people. And for a second, I genuinely forgot I was using budget earbuds. Now look. Are these beating Bose QC Ultras or AirPods Pro? No. Obviously not. Let's be realistic. But that's also not really the point. Because once you compare the actual price difference, these become very hard to ignore. And that's exactly what makes these earbuds dangerous. Because products like this are slowly making expensive earbuds harder to justify for normal people.